The Danube Flotilla was a naval force of the Soviet Navy's Black Sea Fleet during World War II and afterwards, existing 1941 and 1944 to 1960. The flotilla operated on the Danube River and also, at times, on other rivers connected to the Black Sea. 1940 Flotilla. The Soviet occupation of Bessarabia and northern Bukovina in 1940 gave the Soviet Union a border on the Danube, so the first Danube Flotilla was constituted to help defend this border. It was based in Izmail, at the beginning of the Romanian-German invasion of the Soviet Union on June 22, 1941. The flotilla cooperated with Red Army troops in the defense of the Southern Front. On June 24–25, 1941, the flotilla participated in a counterattack crossing of the Danube onto the Romanian side. After this, the flotilla supported troops trapped in bridgeheads, and as the Red Army withdrew to Odessa, the flotilla ferried troops across the southern Bug and Dnieper rivers. The flotilla was disbanded on November 21, 1941. 1944 Flotilla. As the Red Army cleared the Crimea and the Dniester River of German troops, the Danube Flotilla was reconstituted on the Dniester in April 1944 to assist further offensives. The flotilla assisted the Red Army in operations including the clearing of the Dniester estuary and the clearing of the Danube Delta, including both troop-carrying and gunfire support for landings at Primorsk and Vilkov on August 23–24, 1944, and at Kilya on August 25. As the Red Army moved upriver, the Danube Flotilla followed and participated in the Belgrade Offensive, the Budapest Offensive, and the Vienna Offensive. Flotilla operations included assisting in landings at Radujevac and Prahovo on September 29–30, 1944, at Smederevo on October 16, at Vukovar on December 8–10, at Gurgen on November 30, December 1, at Esztergom on March 19–23, 1945, and at Radwanska on March 28–30. On April 13, 1945, as the Battle of Vienna was ending, the flotilla landed troops in a surprise stroke at both ends of the Imperial Bridge in Vienna. This enabled the Red Army to cut the demolition cables and seize the bridge intact. For its combat exploits, the 1st Guards Armored Boat Detachment was awarded the Order of Kutuzov Second Class. The Danube Flotilla was disbanded in 1960. Flotilla Commanders. 1940 Flotilla Rear Admiral Nikolai Osipovich Abramov, Rear Admiral Alexander Frolov. 1944 Flotilla Vice Admiral Sergei Gorshkov, Vice Admiral Georgy Holostyakov, Rear Admiral Serafim Chazin, Vice Admiral Vasily Stepanovich, Rear Admiral Alexander Uragin, Rear Admiral Nikolai Bochkov. Order of Battle. In June 1941, the flotilla consisted of 6 river monitors, 22 gunboats, 7 trawlers, 6 pilulis rofs, a mine layer, a floating workshop, a hospital ship, a sidewheeler tug, and 12 other assorted boats. At this time, the standard gunboat in production and forming part of the strength of the Danube Flotilla was the BK type, which featured 1 or 2 tank turrets with 76.2-MAL-LIMETRE guns as main armament. The monitors were more powerful, though slower. The Udani, a typical monitor, had 2 130mm guns. Attached to the flotilla were the 96th Fighter Squadron, the 46th Independent Anti-Aircraft Artillery Battalion, the 17th Machine Gun Company, and an infantry company. At the beginning of hostilities, 6 batteries of coastal artillery on the Danube were attached to the flotilla, and a maritime border guard division of the NKVD with 30 boats was under the operational control of the flotilla.